new month, a brand new week, so a brand new episode of the Wrestling Rundown. Starting the way we have for the last few months, and that's with the indie news. And we're going to start with a big old block of Ring of Honor.
Hell yeah.
So, for those of you that haven't seen and plan on seeing All-Star Extravaganza, you'll want to click to the time below me, so that way you don't get spoiled. If you don't want to get spoiled of anything Ring of Honor wise, you want to click to the time below Kevin Hawk, and you'll just skip the entire Ring of Honor section of the indie news. If you're still listening to me talking, your fault. We open up All-Star Extravaganza with Bobby Fish retaining the ROH World TV title over Donovan Dijak, reversing the Feast Your Eyes into a rear naked choke, then chopping down the leg he'd been working throughout the rest of the match, and then actually making Donovan Dijak pass out in the rear naked choke. So I'm sure we'll be getting a rematch pretty soon. We had the four-corner survival match. The winners getting a ROH tag team title shot somewhere down the line. We had Lee and Taylor. We had War Machine. We had ANX. And we had Dalton Castle and Colt Cabana. A couple of really awesome spots here. Dalton Castle actually did a deadlift German to Keith Lee, which was impressive. Lee and Hansen both doing dives to the outside. And this is what ultimately led to the end when Dalton Castle hit Bangarang on Rhett Titus, and your number one contenders are Colt Cabana and Dalton Castle.
I knew it was going to happen because the team ultimate awesomeness of Dalton Castle and Colt Cabana were going to prevail, and I knew it was going to happen because I knew the cabinet was in the match. And their lameness was going to lead them to lose.
Like, Rhett Titus got stuck between Cabana and Castle as they both did, like, the little, like, hip thrust thing that Castle does, and then they, like, punched him back and forth by ping pong. It was awesome. Then we had Kamaitachi versus Dragon Lee. Fucking high spots for days in this match. Unbelievable. We had Kamaitachi did a sunset suicida to the outside. Dragon Lee did a double stomp off the top rope to Kamaitachi, who was on the apron. Dragon Lee did the Hurricane Rana that we saw in the Cruiserweight Classic. Kamaitachi was popped up, going for a powerbomb, and then turned it into a destroyer. Fucking crazy shit. And then, so Dragon Lee ends up defeating Kamaitachi by doing what looks like he's going to do like a clutch powerbomb, where he's just got him like packaged in, and then drops back into a driver. And beats Kamaitachi that way. So Dragon Lee picking up the win. Then we had Kyle O'Reilly defeat Adam Page.
Good.
Adam Page's whole mission here was just destroy Kyle O'Reilly. But Kyle O'Reilly was just too persistent. Eventually got the armbar on.
Kyle O'Reilly's a hard guy to destroy.
Yeah, he got the armbar on. Adam Page tapped out immediately, but that was all just to help him, because he was immediately right back on Kyle O'Reilly as soon as the match ended. Ended up putting his arm in a chair and then slamming it against the ring post. And did it. And he did it in the most sadistic way, too, because he's been beating Kyle down. Bobby Fish is running down to save his tag team partner. And he's got the arm in the chair, and he looks at Bobby Fish as he's running around the ring and looks him directly in the eyes and then slams Kyle's arm into the ring post and then walks away. And Bobby was losing his fucking mind. So,
well, we know Paige is getting a TV title shot soon.
Probably. Yeah, the Bullet Club is now definitely on the radar of Red Dragon. We had Silas Young and the Beer City Bruiser weren't able to find a third partner for the six-man tournament. So Silas starts talking about how, I guess there was a battle royal about a month ago or so where he outlasted 25 other guys on the roster and feels like he's paid enough dues. He's really solidified a spot in Ring of Honor, and he plans on walking into Final Battle as the ROH World Champion. So Silas Young is staking his claim for that title, apparently.
Huh.
But then we go into our first round matchup of the six-man tag tournament. We have Kushida, ACH, and Jay White taking on the Briscoes and Toriano. Toriano is one of the most ridiculous wrestlers you'll ever see. He just everything he does is hilarious, which is really weird seeing him teaming with the Briscoes.
Yeah, no, it's a really oddball team.
The Briscoes very serious in what they do. Toru not so much. But Toriano ends up getting hit with a Saito suplex from Jay White, who tags in Kushida. And as Kushida gets on the top rope, he tags in ACH. Kushida dives to the outside, takes out both Briscoes. ACH hits the Midnight Star, and that trio is moving on into the tournament.
Smart.
Other teams that we have, so we've got 3 more first-round matches. We have Jason Kincaid, Leo St. Giovanni, and Shaheem Ali. They'll be taking on the Cabinet. Then we have The Addiction and Kamaitachi taking on Team CMLL, which I think Dragon Lee might be on that because he is a champion in CMLL. So I'm not sure who else is going to be on that team. And then we'll have Matt Taven's version of the Kingdom taking on some combination representatives from the Bullet Club. So we'll see those later on. We had Jay Lethal defeat Tetsuya Naito. Lots of great counters in this match. But he ends up reversing a sunset flip powerbomb from the top rope into a reverse Rana. And then hits the lethal injection to pick up the win over Tetsuya. Adam Cole retained the ROH World title over Michael Elgin after Elgin's getting ready to go for one of those big forearms that he goes for. Cole pulls the referee in the way. He's able to super kick the knee of Elgin, drop him down, hit 2 Shining Wizards, one of which was without a knee pad to the back of the head. And then he hit the last shot, which is his brainbuster neckbreaker thing, and retains the ROH World Championship. And then, in the main event, all hell broke loose as Ladder War 6 took place. The Addiction defending the ROH Tag Team titles against the Motor City Machine Guns and the Young Bucks.
And let's guarantee you something. It was a war with ladders.
I can't even begin to describe the level of insanity, destruction, and chaos that was in this match.
It was like an extravagant war with ladders and lots of stars.
He didn't watch it.
I'm just combining the name of the main event with the name of the
I know you are.
Calm down.
If you haven't seen this match, you need to, because it's fucking insane.
Did you watch the first ever Triangle Tag Team Ladder match in WWE?
This was
that was child's play.
This was WrestleMania 17.
Oh, the TLC.
Because they used tables and they used chairs, but it's WrestleMania 17 done better.
WrestleMania 17 with crack cocaine.
Actually, because crack cocaine's the only way that some of these people are going to do some of this shit. I can't even begin to list off spots, but here's how the end of it goes. Kamaitachi and Jay White ended up getting involved for their respective friends, whatever. Kamaitachi ends up taking out Sabin, ends up putting him through a table. Shelly he goes for a sliced bread type maneuver, which gets reversed. He gets put into the arms of Matt Jackson as Nick Jackson gets shoved off of a ladder, and they hit the Indie Taker on the outside. And then we have a battle at the top of the ladder. Daniels is up there with Nick Jackson. Matt Jackson and Kazarian are over in a corner. There's a table set up between the ladder and the corner. Then there's another ladder set up between the ladder and the opposite corner. Daniels gets backdropped onto the elevated ladder. He's taken out. Then Kazarian ends up getting set up and hit with an Indie Taker through the table off the second rope as Nick Jackson jumped from the top of the ladder. It was fucking gnarly. And that left no other choice but for the Young Bucks to become the 2-time ROH Tag Team Champions. Holy shit. Watch the match.
Only 2 times?
Only 2 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually a little bit surprising to me.
Yeah, no, the Briscoes hold the record. I think they've been Tag Team Champions 8 times.
That's a lot.
So, 7 or 8 times. But that was All-Star Extravaganza. Now I'm going to run through ROH TV real quick because it's all kind of like stuff that you should have already known because it was recorded back in August. And it's all, like, the 2 title matches are obvious because neither of these people are champions anymore. But, one of them's still champion, but you knew that because he just defended the title at All-Star Extravaganza. So Bobby Fish defeated Evil to retain the ROH TV title after hitting the Falcon Arrow. Evil kicks out, he gets him right into a knee bar, makes him tap out. Michael Elgin retained the IWGP Intercontinental Championship over Donovan Dijak. He hits a release German suplex off the top rope and then hits the Elgin bomb. And then the Bullet Club, this was the Young Bucks, Yujiro Takahashi, and Hangman Page defeated the Motor City Machine Guns, Leo Rush, and ACH after Chris Sabin gets set up and hit with a double super kick into the rite of passage. Bullet Club picking up the win. Good match, though, so check that one out for sure. That's it for Ring of Honor. So we're going to move on to one more result. That is from Beyond Wrestling's Midas Touch.
Yeah, one result coming from my end. It's a 2-parter show because they opened with New England Mania.
Which is something they do fairly often.
Yeah, they like saying, like, hey, you're from around the same parts, come have a match with us.
Come hang
They're
out.
sharing the wealth.
Yeah.
If you will. With the American Destroyers, Mikey Webb and Donovan Dijak defeat the team of Lovely. That's Heidi Lovelace and Kimberly.
Yeah.
Brian Fury defeated Dave Cole. The Crusade for Change defeated Travis Gordon, Chuck O'Neal, Xavier Bell, Sully Banger, and Ace Romero.
Wow.
After Chuck O'Neal turned on his team. I don't think he joined the Crusade for Change, but I think he just took off during the match.
That's messed up.
That's why they call him Colt Steel.
Yeah. Cold as ice or steel.
We had Jordan Grace defeat Nevia, but post-match she was attacked by Taylor Hendricks. And Keith Lee defeated Brian Milonis.
Yeah, that was a name we weren't sure how to say last week.
Milanakis. Andy Milanakis.
No. I'd like to see that match. Because I don't like Andy Milanakis.
Here at the Wrestling Rundown. Fuck that guy. You're not a kid.
Yeah. Liar.
Then we had the main card, the Midas Touch card. Chris Dickinson defeated Tracy Williams via submission.
Yeah.
But something fishy happened.
Uh-oh.
And the decision was reversed, and Tracy Williams wins by disqualification.
Okay.
I don't know if maybe he didn't let go of the submission hold, and the referee reversed it, or if the referee figured out that he cheated post.
I think they should have one more match where it's a no disqualification 2 out of 3 falls match.
Submission match.
Yeah.
We had the rest, 3 more members of Team Pazuzu and Pinky Sanchez and EYFBO defeat Dorian Graves, VSK, and Joey Ryan. Matt Riddle then would defeat the remaining member of Team Pazuzu, Jaka, via submission. Tessa Blanchard defeated Ricochet in their first time ever meeting.
Very nice.
Deonna Purrazzo versus Sonya Strong. Happened.
Let us know in the comments if you were there.
For real.
Or if you know anything.
Because...
It just says verses on everything.
Yeah, we need a result is literally the note they have in this. Joey Janela defeated Jonathan Gresham.
Oh.
Still the CZW Wire champion, just beat the CZW Heavyweight champion. War Machine defeated the Hit Squad.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So that's a loss for the CZW Tag Team Champions.
Yeah.
And then John Silver would defeat Michael Elgin. So tiny buff guy defeats big buff guy.
Yeah. All right.
The man baby.
Man baby.
The baby-sized man defeated the man baby.
Yes.
John's he's not actually baby-sized, but he's pretty small.
He's a tiny buff man.
Yeah. He's itty-bitty.
Yeah.
He's part of the itty-bitty titty committee.
That's it for results, though. Got a couple of news stories to talk about.
Yeah.
More so some like updates from what we talked about last week. Some simple stuff. Drew Galloway, you were talking about his injury. He was actually replaced in his match against Aaron Rex at TNA Bound for Glory by Eddie Edwards. So, still not sure how far along Drew Galloway is as far as his injury goes, but we're hoping that he gets he gets better soon. Cody Rhodes also made his debut at TNA Bound for Glory. And as far as TNA is concerned, we're still trying to figure out what this whole buying situation is going to be. I'm very interested in seeing where that goes. But I think I might check in on TNA just to watch Cody Rhodes. Just because I could see him consistently. And apparently he started a feud against Mike Bennett. Oh. So that could be fun to watch.
Especially if they bring in their...
they will. Because
females.
Yeah, because Brandy has been training to wrestle.
And she's also signed to TNA.
Yeah, and we know that Maria can wrestle. So I'm looking forward to an intergender tag team match. Captain New Japan will now be known as Bone Soldier. So not Captain Bullet Club, as you thought he was going to be. And then the big indie news that was kind of the talk of the weekend was how many indie stars were having tryouts at the WWE Performance Center.
Oh my gosh!
I've got a list.
You got a list? Well, I want you to fill in the blanks.
Okay.
Where I'm at, because I just want to talk about how amazed that I am at some of the people who I love and have been watching for years.
Yeah. First off, there's 19 women and 19 men. One of the women, which is a referee.
Yeah, it's the first time there's been a female referee at one of these tryouts, and it's the most female people to ever be at a WWE tryout.
Yeah.
Not including like the fucking opens for Tough Enough or whatever.
Yeah. And if you want to see any of the stuff...
Or the Diva searches. Those don't count.
If you want to see any of the stuff they did, go to the WWE NXT Facebook page, because they did Facebook Live each day and showed a little bit of the training that they did.
Yeah, let's talk about just some of the people in like the forefront for me real quick. Heidi Lovelace.
Absolutely.
And Kimberly.
Yep.
Like best friends who've been traveling together for the last few years, doing everything. Had amazing matches twice in Chikara this year already. Mm-hmm. Really awesome to see them go somewhere.
Yeah.
Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
One of the 4 horsewomen of UFC.
Yeah, the AAW Women's Champion. She beat Heidi Lovelace for the title. And now they're both hanging out at the WWE Performance Center.
I thought it was cool to see Sue Young there.
Yep.
Because she was working with WWE
back in
Florida Championship Wrestling.
Yep.
And was let go before the transition to NXT.
Yeah.
Scott Parker and Shane Matthews 3.0.
Yep.
They listed them under
their names. They're really bad names they use when they face the revival.
Yeah, on the NXT after Mania.
Yeah, no, it's really basic names.
But yeah, 2 great Canadian pro wrestlers.
We love 3.0.
Super entertaining, super high energy a lot of the time. And last but not least, especially not least for me, because he's my homeboy, Eddie motherfucking Kingston.
He
looking in the best shape of his career.
No, the picture they have of him on WWE.com under the whole article,
this is probably the best shape he's looked in since the match with Mike Quackenbush.
They were doing a drop-down drill in one of the videos I watched, and him and Drake brought him in. Drake was talking about how he had to do that whole run through, and he has nightmares about that drill, and Eddie Kingston's he postures up to the camera like a big old badass like Eddie Kingston. And he's like, "What's up? What's up?" By the way, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I've had guns pointed at me. I've had people pull knives out on me, but this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And so it's so cool seeing
Who else notable?
So for the ladies, Nicole Savoy was there.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She's the Heart of Shimmer champion.
She got to see her do one of the drills also. And then for the guys, we had Jacques Rougeau's son, Cedric Rougeau, was there.
He's big.
Yeah, he's a big, burly dude.
And that's weird because Jacques Rougeau wasn't that big.
And then also the son of the Tonga kid, Jacob Fatu, was there. So, 38 people.
Among other people, because there was another, I think a former NFL quarterback.
There was a guy from the Bills.
Yeah.
I
think he was from one of the New York teams.
Yeah, he was from the Bills.
And then there was another endurance athlete.
Yeah, there was there were a couple other indie stars. One of which had been training with Team 3D at the Team 3D school. One who had been training at Super Kicked Wrestling. There was, a couple of models. There were, a couple of gymnasts. A wide variety of people were training, and I mean, it's NXT. NXT is the place to be, and I mean, with that level of people being there, I mean, we've already got a ton of people.
I know, it's incredible.
It's unbelievable how many people they can put into that performance center. But I mean, best of luck to all of them. I know the whole tryout thing is over now, that the weekend's over, but I will not be upset if any or all of them get callbacks and we see them on NXT somewhere down the line.
Absolutely. The only downside of this kind of a story is the fact that when these guys get signed, that means they don't get to be on the indies anymore.
Yeah. I was thinking about imagine how many Chikara people were there all at one time with Heidi and Kimberly and Kingston and Sarah Del Rey and Drew
3.0.
3.0. Drew Gulak is in WWE now. How many people were there? There was this whole Chikara posse there at the performance center.
It's
crazy.
It's the only downside in my mind is what would Chikara be without Eddie Kingston? He's one of the building blocks.
He's absolutely the heart and soul of Chikara. He embodies Chikara. But I feel like Chikara has built itself up so much that if Eddie were to move up, it's not going to be a huge detriment because they have a very broad roster now. They have probably one of the biggest rosters they've had.
They have a broad roster. They have a good spectrum of talent. But for me, they don't have anyone else like an Eddie Kingston.
Oh yeah, no,
they don't have anyone.
You can't copy an Eddie Kingston. You can't create an Eddie Kingston.
But I mean, there are other guys, in wrestling that you can liken to Eddie Kingston though. If Homicide gained weight, or if B-Boy was chubby, or just having Joker or something, be in there. Similar attitudes, similar really roughneck, in your face kind of thing.
Eddie Kingston was in Blackout, of course.
Yeah, but to not have that element, because he's the one dude in Chikara who was real.
Yeah, no, he
in the land of gimmicks, which is Chikara, Kingston was
he is the most real character.
Dude who's
for sure,
I'm right up in your face, I'm about to murder you.
Yeah. But yeah, good luck to all those guys, girls, everyone. Once again, check out the NXT Facebook page and watch some of the live streams back. And enjoy watching some of your favorite indie stars hanging out at the WWE Performance Center. And that is it for news this week. You know what that means. It's time for upcoming shows, where I have absolutely none. So I'm going to pass this all on to you.
All right. Well, we're starting off on Friday, October 7th in AAW, Marionette Park, Illinois. That's 115 Bourbon Street is the name of the venue. That's not the actual address. The address is it's actually on 115th Street.
Oh, okay.
Which is why it's 115 Bourbon Street, 115.
Got it.
So don't get that confused. Because I probably just confused you with it. But we're having the Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament, Night 1.
Yeah.
I'm just going to skip ahead to the 8th, because Night 2, we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's a 2-day thing. Nothing set up for the 8th, because we don't know who's advancing in the tournament.
Yeah. What we do know is the winner of the tournament will be facing the AAW Heavyweight Champion at Windy City Classic 12.
The question is, who's going to be the champion?
Yeah, because we have Sami Callihan trying to regain his championship from Pentagon Jr.
Wow. I mean,
the rematch.
I can only imagine how physical those two get with each other.
And so they're going to be fighting for the title during Night 1, where we have first round matches for the Jim Lynam tournament announced. First off, we got AR Fox against a mystery opponent.
Yep, we got some question marks on the bracket.
How about this for what could be a technical mastery matchup? Zack Sabre Jr. versus Colt Cabana.
Hell yes.
We've got another one that'll be a wrestling, like a pure wrestling match. Because you have an Olympian athlete wrestler, Jeff Cobb. He's going against Drew Gulak.
Oh, that'll be good.
Big guys battling it out. Brian Cage versus Josh Alexander.
Ooh.
Chris Hero versus Congo Kong. Two more big dudes kind of clashing with each other. We're going to have some high flying in there because Kamaitachi's going to be taking on Prince Ali.
That'd be good.
And maybe two guys who maybe aren't seen as front runners to win this tournament, but facing off against each other. Davey Vega versus Chuck Taylor.
Interesting.
And also, maybe in the same vein, Davey Vega's partner, Matt Fidget, is facing Silas Young.
Okay.
Those are the first round matches. So, pick your winner, because someone's going to go in to face either Pentagon Jr. or Sami Callihan at Windy City Class of 12.
Either way, good luck, because I wouldn't want to face either of them.
Yeah. So, then we're going to move on to the 8th.
Yeah.
We're in Haverhill, Massachusetts.
Yep.
The only trip this year that Chikara is taking to the New England states.
Oh,
So, if you're a New Yorker, Mennonite, Jersey guy, Massachusettsan,
Connecticuter.
Connecticutter, a Rhode Islander, anywhere in that vicinity, travel to Haverhill, because you get a double header coming at you. Because at 2 p.m., 2 p.m. we're gonna have Cruise Control.
Yeah.
On the bill, 1-on-1, two guys who have been mainstays in Chikara for a long time. Silver Ant of the Colony taking on Icarus of the Pillars of Woe.
Please, Silver Ant, keep your mask.
We're gonna have Team Big Deal being represented as Rick Rowland and Sloan Caprice will take on Los Ice Creams.
Go Big Deal.
What's his name? Donald Kluger
Yeah.
of Des Pilotin is going to be going against Juan Francisco de Coronado.
Go weird guy.
Here's another interesting one. Jigsaw,
Yeah.
a member of the Pillars of Woe, going 1-on-1 with another colony-affiliated member, Missile Assault Ant-Man. And then a tag team match. One that I don't know if it's even happened before, but I'm excited for it being a match that, even if it has happened before, it's not something that's happened regularly. The Osirian Portal teaming together, which is a rarer occasion than not this year.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
like it.
ever since they captained opposite teams of
they've done
Challenge
their...
of the Immortals, they've been kind of split off. But they're going to go 2-on-2 against the Batiri.
You guys also better keep your masks, especially after the BS that Angela said he pulled at Black Goodbye.
Yeah. And we're going to take a quick break because also happening is going to be Combat Zone Wrestling's Tangled Web 9. So we're going to start off right off the bat talking about the high stakes 4-way Tangled Web match.
Scary.
Tim Donst, Alex Cullen, Danny Havoc, and Ricky Shane Page. 4 dudes, all whom I will say are tough as nails. Fighting it out. Very dangerous setting. Who knows what's going to happen?
It's CZW, I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I'd rather not know.
Hitting up some not so dangerous sounding matches, but probably some of them have the chance to get pretty violent. Chainsaw Joe Gacy taking on half a TV Ready Black G's.
Yeah.
Matt Tremont, former CZW heavyweight champion, is taking on Reed Bentley. The Hit Squad, CZW tag team champions, with an open challenge.
Yeah, defending the tag team titles. Right?
Yeah. So, I mean, Not that I'd be in a hurry to face Steve Mack and Dan Moff because they're both big and angry. So good luck if anybody decides to do that. There's going to be a 6-man tag match. Scarlett and Graves takes on Team Pazuzu. Team Pazuzu being represented by EYFBO and Chris Dickinson. We're going to have the CZW Wired Championship on the line as Tony Deppen, who I think won that 6-person match at the last show, is getting the shot to face Joey Janela for the Wired Championship.
Yeah, moving right along into the championship matches.
Jonathan Gresham is going to be having his first title defense after winning the 4-way death match against Greg Excellent, Joe Gacy, and Tremont.
Yeah.
He's going to be going against the notorious 187 Homicide.
Well, I guess that's the only way to go after the way that you won the championship. So.
Absolutely. And then right back around 7 p.m., same place, Haverhill, Massachusetts, for
Chikara again.
This is Judgment Day
with the coolest poster.
Not the WWE pay-per-view.
No, this is Terminator Dasher.
Yeah,
Dashernator.
One-on-one matchup between two of the newest members of Chikara's roster that have only, one debuted this year, one debuted at the very last show of last year. Juan Ni versus Officer Warren Barksdale. Also, two relatively rookie tag teams. The Hermit Crab and Rock Lobster, who have been around for, I think, close to a year now.
Something like that.
Maybe, no, not even that. I think they debuted in February as part of the Young Lions Cup.
That might have been.
They're taking on another new tag team in Cornelius Crummels and Sonny Defarge. More Colony versus the Pillars of Woe. Fire Ants going one-on-one against Mark Angelicetti. That's going to be a very, I think, fun match to watch as far as their styles. Both highly athletic people.
And intense.
And how about the match? This could be match of the night. This could be match of the year candidate. As Chuck Taylor, trademark, has to go against the Big Deal himself. Now let's talk. Let's backtrack. Backtrack a little bit to when Chuck Taylor had a match at King of Trios Night 3. There was a 20-person conga line of people who got to chop him, including a baby.
Yep. It's online. Check it out.
And the most important thing of this weekend for Chikara, though, is the leader of the Pillars of Woe, the leader of the Hexed Men, the broadsword of Naz Muldoon, the Chikara Grand Champion, Hala Wicked, will be having to defend the Grand Championship against Heidi Loveless. Heidi Loveless was very distraught that she was not in the winning team on Challenge of the Immortals.
Yeah.
She felt like that opportunity should have been hers.
She had a rough time watching Kimberly get all of this.
It was bittersweet because best friends.
Yeah, they're best friends.
But she knew that opportunity was supposed to be hers.
And she wants to make history too.
She fought Kimberly so hard for the championship, and she just recently fought Kimberly so hard at No One's First and You're Next for the 3rd point.
Yeah. And
she wants to be, it doesn't say she wants to follow in the footsteps of Kimberly, but she also wants to have that accolade of having to be getting to be a female grand champion of a male-dominated promotion.
I have a bad feeling about this. Because aren't we supposed to get another member of the Pillars of...
No, I'm pretty sure they're taken up.
Think so? Right.
There might be room for one more.
I'm just going to throw it out there.
Hala Wicked, Frightmare, Angela Setti, Icarus,
the Batiri,
Cobalt, Jigsaw. Did I ever say Jigsaw?
No, you're good.
Hala Wicked, Frightmare. Yeah, I think 8 is. I think it's the 8 Pillars of Woe.
I'm just going to throw it out there. There's no female members of the Pillars of Woe.
That's true.
So, and Heidi Lovelace is going to be like right for the picking. If she's going against the leader. I mean, I don't know. I got weird feelings, and she just, I don't know. I think the fact that she has like that envy towards Kimberly, the fact that she's had all this like, it should have been mine, it should have been me, I should have had this opportunity. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's something there.
Yeah,
But we'll see.
I just
Chikara, so I don't know.
I just hope that, I mean, my worry is if she's going to come out of this match unscathed or not. Because, I mean, Hollow Wicked is a big, athletic, tough competitor in Chikara. And
not to say that Heidi isn't tough.
not to say that Heidi isn't tough, or
Well, she's
any
had-
of the people that Heidi has had to fight to get her 3 points, including Kimberly. But I think out of all of them, Hollow Wicked is the only one who's not going to care whether or not he injures Heidi Lovelace.
Yeah.
So, that's it. That's it for upcoming shows.
That's it for indie news. So thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe.
Hit all the links down in the description. All of ours are down at the bottom, but the most important ones are all the people that we just got done talking about.
Yeah, with links to all of the promotions that we just mentioned and other ones that we mention on a semi-regular basis or regular basis here in the indie news.
Yeah, like ChikaraPro.com,
ROHWrestling.com,
CZWrestling.com,
AIWrestling.com,
LookMonoFans.com,
and tons more.
But we want to add more because
We wanna
if you
keep
have
adding
any
the
favorites,
button.
we want you to send us on all of those links you can find at the bottom of the description. Send us websites, YouTubes, Facebook, Twitter, anything where we can find some matches of your favorite promotion or a local promotion that you want us to talk about. Send them to those links. We will check them out. If we like them, we will not only talk about them on the regular, but we'll give you a shout out for it as well.
Absolutely.
In those links down there, you can check out all of our regular reviews on podcast form over on SoundCloud, that being This Indie News, Raw Review, SmackDown Rundown, and the Midweek Wrap-Up. And also, you'll want to check out Reasonable Wrestling Fans because we got 3 videos over on that channel popping up this week.
Yeah, first one we already shot. It's the punishment for the Clash of Champions pay-per-view, where he had to drink a smoothie of 4 nasty ingredients. If you want to know what they were, go over there and see what it is.
Yep, it'll be popping up pretty soon.
And there's going to be an unboxing video fairly soon over there.
Wrestle Crate coming back since the beginning of the month. And then this week we will finally be getting the reaction to Delete or Decay from Mr. Kevin Hawk, as he is the only one that hasn't seen it yet.
And there's potential for a very short behind-the-scenes clip.
Yes. So yeah. Also, you want to stay over here for extra videos that you don't get in podcast form or on Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's the beginning of the week, so it's the beginning of the month. So I'll be doing.
It's also the beginning of the week.
It is. So I'll be doing a brand new top 5 for the month of
Travis's
September.
top 5.
Travis's top 5s for the month of
Also,
September.
we've got no mercy predictions.
Son of a bitch.
Which means another challenge right around the corner. Post in the
Right.
comments if you have a cool challenge idea. I already have a few brewing in my head that came off the tails of watching him drink a nasty vomit-looking smoothie.
Yay. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Yay!
Fuck Alberto Del Rio, since I'm going
Oh.
to talk about that news story.
Alright.